I think we've been sold a version of spirituality that is actually just a way of controlling our situation. But it's dressed up in a spiritual outfit. We're told if we just vibrate high enough or say the right affirmations or heal that one specific wound, then we would finally get the thing we want out of life. We'll be in control of the outcome. But if there is an inner transformation happening, a ripening happening on the inside, the unbecoming, you've probably realized that trying to manifest your way out of human suffering is exhausting. It's a heavy burden to carry. The idea that if something goes wrong in our lives, it's because we didn't align correctly. I want to talk about one of the deepest relief I found in my own awakening. And it's not it's not the relief of finally getting what I wanted. It's the relief of realizing that I am not and never was the one in charge. Because the honest realization is if I had gotten some of the things I really wanted, I would not be present with you today. We spend so much emotional energy trying to be the driver of our lives. And if we are not careful, our spiritual journey can become another way of controlling our lives. We treat life like a problem to be solved or a project to be managed. But have you ever noticed that the most life-changing moments, the ones that actually changed you and me, are usually the ones that we never saw coming. Those spontaneous moments in life, those moments that we never planned, are the most pivotal moments to where we are today, to where we find ourselves today. Sometimes we just need to get out of our own way. The ego needs control. The fear we often feel is the ego's way of keeping us stuck and not trusting life. It's the voice that tries to hijack our quiet moments of true seeking and turn them into fear-based resolution, like manifesting. When your life can be a manifestation if you let go of that control of holding on so tightly. The ego tries to convince us that if we stop gripping tight, everything is going to fall apart. But the falling apart is actually the life I plan for, making room for the life that's actually meant for me. The life that's actually aligned for me. And in between that space, there's no me controlling. There's no me trying to fix. Because life is already full and fully in charge. This might be where you find yourself right now. It's easy to feel like God is in charge when things are going well. It's easy to find gratitude when things turn out right the way we want them to. It's much harder when you're in the space where you've lost the life you planned for, the life you wanted, and we don't know where life has taken us. And in that middle space, in that middle space, we try to trust the process. But even that can be a way to try to control the outcome. We think if we trust the process, then the process will give me what I want. Real relief, the realization was, real relief comes when you stop trying to strike a deal with life. It's the moment you say, I don't know what's happening. I don't know where this is going, but I'm okay with not being the one who decides. That's when we are truly present, when we are not trying to control the moment. When you realize you aren't the one in charge, the role changes. When you realize you're not the one in charge, the role changes because it's no longer your job to manage your life. You move from being the director of your life to being the witness of life. Letting life unfold through you. You start to notice that your heart beats without you telling it to. The seasons change without your permission. Your life is living itself through you. And you become more grounded in whatever season life brings. And you know, there's a profound wisdom in just watching everything unfold. Because you're not trying to control at this point. You're watching. You can stop trying to heal every single part of yourself. You can stop trying to raise your vibration. You can just be here in your true presence, which doesn't have an address and doesn't need a plan. Sometimes we treat ourselves as if we're projects. We're a project. But you and I are the happening and the watching all at once. I don't know if that resonates. You are the happening and the watching all at once. You are life and the witness to it. And when we stop fighting with life, life stops being a fight. A deep realization that my own awakening has brought me to. When it was time to release and let things be, I was exhausted from trying to control this, control that. So exhausted. So if you're feeling worn out by your own spirituality today, worn out by life, by trying to control the situation, if you're tired of trying to align your way to a better reality, I want to invite you to just put everything down. Realizing that the same energy, the same source that makes the stars is moving in our lives too. The same source that brings us light of day and light of night is moving in our lives. And it's much better than our ego mind trying to control, trying to protect, trying to defend. So take a breath. We aren't in charge, and thank goodness for that. Our awakening to truth is not here to, it's not a burden. It's not to become a burden. It's the awakening breaks the illusion. So we can go from controlling to being. Thank you for being here in the space with me. Maybe you'd like to leave a comment if you've made it this far. Maybe you'd like to share with me what is one of the areas in your life where you're ready to stop being in charge, where you're ready to stop controlling. That's because we all have one specific area that we can release control of. So if you'd like to share that, you can do so in the comments below. Thank you again. Thank you for listening. Thank you.